Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, we have premium advice on how to maximize your savings with deductions on your healthcare costs. Then, more money-saving savvy. We'll talk tax-cutting tactics. We'll tune in to entertaining tales about Cleveland TV's past personalities. Plus, a healthy look at wellness. We'll prescribe advice to keep you at your best. And single? We'll discuss the singularly harsh rules to qualify for Medicaid.
It's time to get geoing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Want to downsize the drain on your healthcare dollars? Jeff Williamson is here to prescribe an option to make the most of your health care money. Jeff is Vice President of Corporate Development for Medical Mutual of Ohio. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Lori.
Well, somebody from Medical Mutual talked about the health savings accounts a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Can you go quickly over how that actually works?
Sure, happy to. So a health savings account, or an HSA, is a tax-advantaged savings account. They work in connection with a HSA-compatible health insurance plan. So the way it works is you put money into the HSA, and those monies are used to pay for deductibles and medical expenses. There's some advantages, though, to those. 3 advantages I'd like to talk about. So first, the money that you put into an HSA goes in as tax deductible.
That's always good.
That's always good. Secondly, if you put the growth that happens in the account, the investment growth grows tax-free. And then lastly, any money that comes out of that account that you withdraw is also not subject to tax, provided, of course, you're using that for qualified health expenses.
Okay.
You know, in addition, Lori, most banks and financial institutions that offer these offer a wide array of investment options, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, that type of thing.
Doesn't have to be just your cash.
No, not at all.
But today you have another way to economize your insurance costs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to talk a little bit about premiums and deductibles, and I'll start with some definitions. So premium is the amount of money that you pay for health insurance. Okay, it's typically paid monthly, and as a lot of people have health insurance through their employer, it comes, the portion of the premium the employee pays comes out of their paycheck.
Yeah,
typically.
you never even see the money.
That's right. And deductibles, on the other hand, is the amount of money that you pay before your insurance kicks in. Okay, so the more you pay in a deductible, the less your premiums are going to be.
Okay, so that's a high deductible. Is that everybody should pick a high deductible then?
Well, you got to be careful with that. There's a couple important factors when you're thinking about an HSA high deductible plan. First is, what are your expenses going to be for the year, and your financial ability to pay for that deductible amount in any given year. And lastly, it's overall just your comfort level for paying that amount of money.
Okay, so can you give us an example of how that would work?
Sure, happy to. So let's take an example of a $500 deductible plan, which might have a higher premium than, say, one with a higher deductible. You're at home, you fall from the ladder trying to change a light bulb, and you break your arm. So you go to the hospital after the exam, and the visit, the cast, the x-rays, the whole yards, you end up with a $2,100 medical bill.
Okay.
So the plan in this instance covers 80%. It's an 80-20 plan, so the health insurance will pay 80%, and you would pay 20%. So we start with the $2,100. You first pay your deductible, $500. That takes the balance down to $1,600. Then the insurance company would pay 80% of that balance, okay, for $1,280. That leaves you to pay the remaining 20%, or $320. So the $320 plus the $500, or $820, is what you've paid out of pocket for that claim.
Okay.
Now, the good news on that is that now that your deductible has been met, any future medical expenses that you would have would be paid 80% by the insurance company.
Okay.
Other than co-pays or things like that.
Yeah. What about if you had the high deductible plan?
Okay, well, for a high deductible plan, so let's say a $2,500 deductible. So you would have $2,100 claim in this example. You would pay the full $2,100, and you have a $400 balance of your deductible left. That would be paid for, that you would use for the next health claim that you have. The good news on that is that once you've paid that $400 and now you've maxed out your deductible, likely any claim that you would have after that time would be paid at 100% by the insurance company.
Okay, so some different options to think about.
Absolutely.
Having a health insurance plan with a high deductible can save you on your monthly premium, which can help your budget. But is it right for you? Before you decide, follow Jeff's advice and consider your ability to pay the deductible, your overall health, and your estimated medical expenses. Still have questions? Use the information that's coming up next.
Learn more about Medical Mutual of Ohio by visiting their website, www.medmutual.com/2015options, or call 1-866-488-3266. Next, make yourself at home with tax savings.